Hello. Let's talk about breathing. I know it seems very straightforward, but a lot of us don't think about it. So, it's a Saturday night. I've had a bottle of wine open for many days. And I didn't want it to go bad. The universe provides. So, what was I talking about? Yeah. Breathing. Breathing is cool. We all do it. And it's a good thing. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be alive right now. Let's take a moment to just let that sink in, why don't we? Lungs have evolved in a way to be like, chill out, I know what I'm doing. But really, they get a little complacent if you don't discipline them a little bit. They're wonderful, they're marvelous, they're miraculous, but they forget their power, you know? I mean, the mind, man, the mind is just all over the place, and it's important that the mind does what it does. But if we can connect the mind to the breath to the mind, make the lungs and the mind be besties, OMG. It's magic. It's legitimately magic. You can heal your body. I know you probably heard this somewhere before. I hope you have. If you haven't, oh my God, please go look that ish up. You can heal your body. You can heal your body through your mind and through your breath and through your mind and through your breath. Yeah, they're pretty legit. First of all, right now, I'm going to give you a little time. I want you to just take a breath as you would, okay? As you would like 2 seconds ago. And then, just do it right now. Yeah, probably didn't take that long, did it? It's how we go. I've spent the majority of my life taking shallow breaths as I go about my day. And then when I took dance classes, for instance, I would be like, oh my God, I'm dying here. I got like feelings on my belly that just suck. Why? Because I wasn't breathing right. I wasn't breathing correctly for the movements I was doing. You know, I'd be out of breath even though I knew my lungs could take that movement. So it's pretty amazing how little most of us know about our lungs and how they behave. Point being, breathing is especially awesome when you know how to discipline it and control it. So pranayama breathing techniques, or pranayama, in Portuguese would say pranayama, and it kind of sounds pretty cool, I'm gonna be honest. Pranayama breathing is a situation where you are effectively learning to control how you breathe in, how you breathe out, what pauses you take, which parts of your body you engage. An actor, I heard once, I read once, I don't remember who said it, whoever said it is a genius. If you know who said it, please put it on the comments, but it is known that an actor is an athlete of emotions. And frankly, for me, like, I've discovered athleticism of emotions through the breath, you know, through controlling the speed, the depth, where I put it in the chest or in the belly, you know, in the skull, in my fingertips. You can send your breath anywhere you want, and you can visualize how that breath comes about, where it goes, how it stays. These are all things that affect not just, you know, your physical behavior, but your mindset and your emotions and the feelings that arise. If you do this sometime, like if you take a pause with your breath out of you, so in the full exhale you take a pause, tendency is that you're going to feel a little anxious, you're going to feel a little, you know, and that next breath is going to be like literally a breath of fresh air, you know. I mean, metaphorically, the breath of fresh air that we speak of when we say, wow, that was a breath of fresh air. Let's go for a breath. How about it? So it's gonna be a simple one. Should I repeat the one I did in Portuguese? I don't know. So we're gonna inhale for 5 seconds, okay? And make sure that you breathe in as much as you can for that 5 when it reaches. We're gonna pause at the top, and then we're gonna exhale for 8 seconds. And then pause at the bottom. I forgot to say that in Portuguese video. So here, pause when you're done with that 8 seconds, even if it's just like a millisecond before you take a next breath, okay? So let's do it. Starting now. So that is very short. Both those, both the inhale and the exhale was very short, but it's just so you can try it out. For some of us that is a long time. But if you're down, I would recommend you trying, starting with 5 seconds for an inhale, then go to 8 seconds, go to 10 seconds. See how long you can make that breath last until you reach your perceived maximum capacity for your lungs. Pause there and then exhale slowly out until your perceived full exhale, then pause there. And maybe make that exhale 10 seconds, 12, 13, 14, 15, blah, 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 30. With time, it will progress, it will grow. And as it pertains to, that reminds me, I gotta get this right back. As it pertains to where the breath is going as it comes into your body, allow the breath to first arrive at the bottom of your lungs, right? So that will feel like an expansion of your low belly and your mid belly and then the low ribs, and it reaches up. So it's like a wave that reaches the bottom of your torso first, and then it lifts itself into your system until it reaches the very top of your torso. Your chest expands, everything grows, right? And then you pause there. And then when you exhale, that wave comes out first through your chest, then the ribs. Finally, the belly slightly pushes inward, right where the navel point is, towards the spine. So it's a wave, it's like that's kind of how it goes. And that full breath allows for you to reach parts of your lungs that you normally don't when you do the shallow breath of everyday life. And it'll give you some perspective on what goes down, and what goes up in your body when you allow the breath to fill your being, to fill your being to the fullest, perceived fullest, once again. Because we can inhale further than we think we can, and we can exhale further than we think we can. But with time, that becomes something that is clearer. Yeah, this is pretty much the gist of this basic little breathing intro. You can inhale and exhale through the nostrils, right? Or you can inhale through the nostrils, exhale through the mouth. Ultimately, if your nasal passages are blocked physically, by allergies or cold or whatever, you can breathe through your mouth. But when you breathe through your mouth, you're releasing a lot of heat, a lot of body heat, and a lot of your energy. This vital force is being let go to a fuller extent than it is when you release through your nostrils, which have obviously a less space. It keeps heat in, keeps energy in. You're signaling to your mind that's like, okay, I'm exhaling through the nostrils, so clearly this is under control, right? Even though my body is clearly telling me that I'm doing a strenuous position here, I'm able to control my breath, so I guess I'm cool, so I guess I'm gonna keep doing this a little longer, rather than being like, then your brain's like, oh no, you gotta step out of that pose right now, and then boom. No growth. Stagnation station. So, give yourself the luxury of breathing with control and expanding the breath and noticing when it serves you to exhale through the mouth versus when it serves you to exhale through the nostrils. I grew up with so many allergies and issues with my breathing. A lot of challenges in, the beginning of my practices with dance and yoga and everything, where I was like, oh my God, I can't do this because I didn't know how to breathe with intention. But exhaling through the mouth has its benefits, has its service as well. Everything does. The breath is a magical thing, and it's got so many possibilities. I'm gonna tell you, it's super cool. So get on it. Thank you for watching. And until next time.